Common wisdom says a bland dinner is the secret to good sleep, especially after 60. But what if that safe meal is the hidden reason you're waking up all night to use the bathroom? It makes complete sense to want to avoid an upset stomach. But the truth is, your body needs certain natural compounds found in common spices to help manage fluids and calm your bladder overnight. Today, I'm going to show you 5 kitchen spices that can help you achieve deep, uninterrupted sleep. And make sure you stay until the end, because the #1 spice on our list doesn't just help with nighttime bathroom trips, it also supports healthy blood sugar levels. Before we begin, if you're comfortable, please tap like and consider subscribing to get more helpful tips like this. Thank you. Let's start with spice number 5, cinnamon, your overnight bladder soother. While many remedies focus on overall relaxation, this spice directly targets one of the root causes of nighttime urination, bladder irritation. So how does a simple pantry staple that you probably have in your kitchen right now achieve this? The secret lies in its active compound, cinnamaldehyde. This is the component that gives cinnamon its distinct flavor and aroma, but its real power is in its potent anti-inflammatory properties. This is crucial because low-grade, chronic inflammation in your urinary tract can make your bladder overly sensitive and hyperactive. This sensitivity is what sends those urgent, gotta go now signals to your brain, even when your bladder isn't actually full, waking you from a deep sleep. By reducing that underlying inflammation, cinnamaldehyde helps your bladder to relax, increasing its capacity and allowing it to hold urine more effectively throughout the night. And this isn't just a folktale. The scientific community has taken notice. For example, a comprehensive review published in the journal Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine highlighted the significant anti-inflammatory actions of cinnamon. The research confirms that compounds like cinnamaldehyde can interrupt inflammatory pathways in the body. By calming the system-wide inflammation that can irritate the bladder, you're directly addressing the trigger for those frequent nighttime awakenings. So, how can you incorporate this into your routine? It's incredibly easy. About an hour before bedtime, simply brew a cup of your favorite caffeine-free herbal tea, like chamomile or ginger. Once it's warm, not scorching hot, stir in half a teaspoon of good quality Ceylon cinnamon powder. It's important to use Ceylon, sometimes called true cinnamon, as it has lower levels of coumarin, a compound that can be harmful in large doses. Let it steep for 3 to 5 minutes to infuse properly. This simple, warm drink can become a comforting ritual that signals to your body it's time to wind down. Do you already use cinnamon for its health benefits? Let me know your favorite way to enjoy it in the comments below. All right, let's move on to spice number 4, ginger, your digestive harmonizer. While our last spice, cinnamon, focused on soothing inflammation directly within the urinary tract, ginger addresses a different but equally disruptive cause of nighttime awakenings, digestive trouble. You might not connect an upset stomach with bathroom trips, but think about it. Indigestion, gas, and bloating create internal pressure. This pressure pushes against your bladder, creating a false sensation of fullness and urgency, even when there's little need to go. The key to ginger's effectiveness is its main active compound, gingerol. This substance is what gives ginger its characteristic spicy kick, and it's a powerhouse for your digestive system. How does it work? Well, gingerol has been shown to accelerate gastric emptying. This means it helps your stomach move food along to the small intestine more quickly. When your digestive process is more efficient, there's less food sitting in your stomach, which dramatically reduces the risk of bloating and gas buildup overnight. Less pressure on your bladder means fewer false alarms waking you up. And this isn't just a theory. A notable study published in the World Journal of Gastroenterology explored ginger's impact on this very process. In the study, researchers gave participants ginger capsules and found that it significantly sped up the time it took for their stomachs to empty compared to those who took a placebo. This solidifies ginger's role as a digestive aid that can directly lighten the load on your bladder. So, how can you easily add this to your evening routine? It's simple. About an hour before bed, prepare a fresh ginger tea. Take a 1-inch piece of fresh ginger root, peel it, and cut it into thin slices. Place the slices in a mug and pour about 8 ounces of hot, not boiling water over them. Let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes, allowing the gingerol to infuse into the water. You can strain the ginger pieces out before you drink it. This warm, spicy brew is a fantastic way to settle your stomach and prepare your body for a restful night. Ginger is an incredibly versatile ingredient. What's your favorite way to use it, besides in tea? Share your culinary tips in the comments section below. Now for spice number 3, turmeric, your body's inflammation shield. So we've talked about calming the bladder directly with cinnamon and easing digestive pressure with ginger. Turmeric works on a bigger scale. It addresses the systemic, body-wide inflammation that can put your entire nervous system, including your urinary tract, on high alert. If you often feel generally achy or inflamed, this could be a game changer for your sleep. The power of turmeric comes from its world-famous active compound, curcumin. Curcumin is a true biological superstar. Think of it as a master controller for your body's inflammatory response. When you have chronic, low-grade inflammation, it's like a constant background static that makes all your systems more irritable, and your bladder is particularly susceptible to this. It becomes twitchy and sends urgent signals to your brain even when it's not full. Curcumin works by targeting and blocking the specific molecules that fuel this inflammation, effectively turning down the static and allowing your bladder to relax and function normally through the night. The scientific evidence for this is overwhelming. For instance, a major review published in the journal Foods analyzed dozens of human studies on curcumin. The researchers confirmed that curcumin consistently and significantly lowers the body's key inflammatory markers. By reducing this underlying inflammation, you create a less reactive internal environment, which is exactly what a calm bladder needs to let you sleep peacefully. Here's the most effective way to add it to your nighttime routine. Make a simple golden milk. About an hour before bed, gently warm 1 cup of milk. Dairy, almond, or oat milk all work great. Be careful not to let it boil. Stir in half a teaspoon of high-quality turmeric powder. Now, here is the crucial step. Add a small pinch of ground black pepper. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine, which has been proven to increase your body's absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. Without it, you won't get the full benefit. Let the warm, soothing drink cool for a minute and enjoy. Turmeric is often used in cooking, but many people drink it for its health benefits. Have you ever made golden milk before? Let me know your experience with it in the comments. All right, coming in at spice number 2. Fennel, your pre-sleep fluid balancer. While the previous spices focused on calming inflammation or easing digestive pressure, fennel tackles a totally different sneaky cause of nighttime bathroom trips: fluid retention. This is for you if you feel fine all day, but then an hour or two after lying down, your bladder suddenly feels completely full. That's often because your body has been holding on to excess fluid, and the moment you go horizontal, gravity allows it to be reabsorbed into your bloodstream and sent to your kidneys. The secret to fennel's power is a compound called anethole. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because anethole gives fennel mild diuretic properties. I know what you're thinking, why on earth would I take a diuretic before bed? But it's all about a strategy of smart timing. By having fennel in the early evening, you prompt your body to process and flush out that excess fluid that it's been retaining throughout the day. You're essentially emptying the tank before you go to bed, not during. This means your kidneys have far less work to do overnight, and your bladder fills up much more slowly while you sleep. And the science supports this clever fluid management approach. A comprehensive review published in 2017 in the journal Biomed Research International examined the wide-ranging therapeutic uses of fennel. The researchers highlighted its established role as both a diuretic, helping to regulate fluid volume, and an antispasmodic. That spasm-reducing quality is a fantastic bonus, as it helps to relax the smooth muscle of the bladder wall, making it less twitchy and less likely to send you urgent sleep-shattering signals. So here's how to use it for maximum benefit, and remember, timing is crucial for this one. About 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep, take 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds. Lightly crush them with the back of a spoon to help release their potent aromatic oils. Place them in a mug and pour about 8 ounces of hot, not boiling water over them. Let it steep for 7 to 10 minutes before straining. Drinking this earlier in the evening gives your body plenty of time to work its magic, preparing you for a long, uninterrupted night. Fennel has a very distinct licorice-like flavor that people seem to either love or dislike. Are you a fan of the taste of fennel? Let me know if you've ever tried fennel tea in the comments below. And now for our number 1 spice, the one I mentioned at the very beginning. This one is truly a powerhouse. Spice number 1, fenugreek, your blood sugar stabilizer. We've talked about soothing inflammation, easing digestion, and balancing fluids. But this final spice addresses a powerful metabolic cause of nighttime urination that is often completely overlooked: unstable blood sugar. When your blood sugar levels spike, especially after your evening meal, your body has to work hard to bring them back down. One of its primary tools is the kidneys, which filter the excess glucose from your blood and flush it out of your system through urine. The result? Your kidneys go into overdrive, your urine production skyrockets, and your bladder fills up fast, forcing you awake. The secret to fenugreek's effectiveness lies in its incredibly high content of a specific type of soluble fiber called galactomannan. This is where the science gets really practical. When you ingest fenugreek seeds, this fiber absorbs water in your stomach and intestines, forming a viscous, gel-like substance. This gel physically slows down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates and sugars from your food. So instead of getting a rapid, sharp spike in blood glucose that sends your kidneys into a panic, you experience a much slower, lower, and more manageable rise. By keeping your blood sugar stable throughout the night, you prevent this emergency flushing mechanism from ever being triggered. Your kidneys can rest, your bladder fills at a normal, slow rate, and you stay sound asleep. And the research on this is incredibly robust. For example, a landmark study published in the Journal of Diabetes and Metabolic Disorders demonstrated this effect clearly. In the trial, participants who consumed fenugreek powder before their meals showed significantly lower post-meal blood sugar levels compared to the control group. The data confirmed that this was due to slowed carbohydrate absorption, directly proving fenugreek's ability to act as a natural blood sugar buffer. This directly translates to less work for your kidneys and therefore fewer nighttime interruptions. So, how do you use this one effectively? The best way is to make a simple fenugreek tea. About 60 to 90 minutes before you plan to go to bed, place 1 teaspoon of whole fenugreek seeds in a mug. Pour about 8 ounces of hot water over them and let them steep for a good 10 to 15 minutes. This longer steeping time is important for the seeds to release their compounds. You can strain the seeds out before drinking. Fenugreek has a unique flavor, often described as similar to maple syrup, but with a slightly bitter note. Feel free to add a splash of lemon to balance the taste. Fenugreek is used in so many different cuisines around the world. What's the most interesting dish you've ever had that includes it? Let us know in the comments section. Now, a quick but important note on safety. While these spices are natural, they are also potent. If you are pregnant, nursing, have a pre-existing medical condition like diabetes, or are taking any medications, especially blood thinners, please speak with your doctor before adding these teas to your routine. It's always best to be safe and informed. I also know what many of you are probably thinking, but if I drink tea before bed, won't that just make me wake up to pee anyway? That's a valid concern, but the key is strategy, not avoidance. Follow these simple rules. 1. Keep the volume small, about 5 ounces or 150 milliliters. Think of a small teacup, not a big mug. 2. Timing is everything. Have your tea about 60 to 90 minutes before bed. This gives your body time to process the liquid before you sleep. The one exception, as we discussed, is fennel tea, which you should have 2 to 3 hours before bed. And 3, this small strategic drink should be your last fluid intake of the night. No more water or other beverages after this. So my friends, today we talked about more than just spices. We talked about how to use small, wise steps to reclaim the deep restorative sleep that you truly deserve. I'm not asking you to change your whole life. Just pick the one spice that resonated with you the most and try it tonight. Observe how you feel for just 3 days. Which one will you try first? Let me know your choice in the comments. And if this video gave you a sense of hope, just type the word hope below. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so we can continue this health journey together. Take care, may your nights be quiet and your mornings bright. I'll see you in the next video.
Many seniors have been already benefited from this video. Click to see what you've been missing.